It's Angry Viking time. Welcome back to the channel for another caster game. We get the privilege of seeing a Swede on the Vikings. And boy, is it going to be a fun one. Up against Louis MT of all people. A difficult opponent. And a difficult Civ, folks. Malians have been on the rise. This Civ has been looking really strong at the moment. To the point that most players have been valuing it as either first or second pick in their competitive drafts. I'm wondering what Numenon's going to be doing here, though, because I thought that this was going to be a Varangian stronghold rush. Technically, it's a really powerful play up against Malians because you could just drop the stronghold next to the area and then you already rush troops out. But I think Numu is just showing a lot of respect to the Malian defense strat because, remember, they always leave room here now for an outpost in case they're being rushed. Okay, but what's the idea going to be overall? Game strat-wise, are we looking at like a semi-fast castle Macedonian strat? Where you just go mass Riddari? Could we maybe be seeing a mass Bogmather, mass Spearman strat? Or maybe, is it worth exploring the Varangian? I'd probably say Varangian no because of the Musafadi, but the Bogmather detail is really interesting here because the Bogmather for the Macedonians, their bowmen, can get the same range as javelins. Overall, I would expect the most obvious choice for Numu to be to try and get Riddari fast castle. But I think there are some cool options to be explored here for this new Byzantine variant. And I think it's just so... I'm still bummed out they got called a Byzantine variant, man. There's so much more than Byzantines, really. The architecture is the same, you know, some of the dialect the same, but the unit comp, there's a lot of details there that I just don't think it gets... I don't think it's the appropriate respect that there's due. Like, it is a different Civ. Yeah, and I get why people flag it the way they do. It's just, to me, a little bit heartbreaking because I feel like this is a Civ that deserved to be its own entity entirely. They have little to no connection to Biz. Well, the logic of the historical logic wasn't bad. I think the historical justification from the devs kind of made sense, with the Macedonian dynasty being the ones that leverage Vikings. It's just, unfortunately... You can't help but wonder, like, what this would have been like if these were just the Danes. Although we have got Manta coming in, so pretty much the norm. Has got the back spawn on the goal, which is pretty standard. I feel like you have to be pretty unlucky to not get one in, like, your back corner behind your base. Like, even here, Nemu has one. We have seen some occasions where all the gold is forward, and it is, man, it's just rough. But it's going to be Hippodrome. So, interesting choice here. I guess... Oh, that's an interesting thought, actually. Like, you could technically play Mass Horsemen into Sofa. It's not as insane as it sounds because you do have the +2 damage on your ponies. So, you're actually surprisingly scary. Early Ruru kids? Wait, what's a Ruru kid? What? Okay, so I'm gonna, like, you know, here's my thought. You want to do a variant of Rus? Why don't we just do Novgorod? Would Novgorod be pretty cool? I guess, I don't know, like, I'm mixed bag because trade has been a controversial thing over the years in Age of Empires 4. But you could basically create a Novgorod nation based around trade. So, Hippodrome complete. Neem down. He queues up the first horseman. Interesting timing here, by the way. Like, basically, you can queue up 2 horsemen, 23 seconds each. By the time you spawn your second horseman, the champion scout will be ready. What makes that interesting is with double horseman and 1 champion scout, 2 hits from each of those, and a worker gets destroyed. It's a really powerful timing. I think a lot more players are going to start leaning to Hippodrome and leveraging this well. Looks like this is going to be a move out onto Deer. Is it? What's he up to? Huh? Wait. Yeah, no, he's just going straight for the big pack. Okay, yeah, because I think, is he going to tower? Yeah, he's going to tower this afterwards. So this is going to be a Deer play. I was a bit confused when you walked past the 3, but obviously if you're going to build an outpost, it's better to go for the 7 pack. And also this alleviates any concern that Louis might do pro scouts, but... If we're being totally honest, I feel like there's less than a 5% chance that a Malian player is going to do pro scouts these days. Most Malian players don't need it anymore. An Uwe variant? We already have that. They're called Golden Horde, silly. We might see them in this series. So there you go. 2 horsemen already complete, plus the champion scout. The champion scout has 220 HP, 7 damage, and of course, just like normal scouts, can heal over time. He's bloody powerful. Another cool thing here, actually, I think this is the other reason Numu done this, is that scout buffs torch damage. Look what happens when he comes in range. You go from doing 13 torch damage up to 17? 16. There you go. I think 16 and a half, actually. That's perfect. Because when you're against Malians, they've got all these houses to burn. So it just accelerates your burn through. Yeah, and because the champion scout has got 220 HP and 7 damage, even once you upgrade your scouts to warrior scouts, you don't want to fight him. Yeah, he'll beat the crap out of you. You won't have any teeth left in your mouth. Oof. Well, it's going to be even harder to beat the crap out of them. We already have scale barding on the way. Remember, with the Varangians units, that means the cavalry, ranged or melee, it's all segregated into its own line of upgrades here. And if you go for the defensive ones, which have been overwhelmingly popular, by the way, it gives you both the melee and the range tech for defense, and it increases your health by 5%. Yeah, it's no wonder that people have just been going for this over the melee. Getting +1 damage versus getting 1 defense against both types of damage and also more health is just an obvious jackpot. Another French variant? I mean, I'm still surprised we never got the Burgundians, to be honest with you. The Burgundians would have fit perfectly in. Can't get over the fact there's no horse upgrade in cast UI. Dude, it's adorable. The devs must have been like, we'll fix this later. What's the least likely tax that people are going to go for? Oh, well, you know, like, they'll obviously go for infantry and range because, like, cavalry has higher base damage anyway, so why would you ever want those? But I do want that. Thank you very much, Fatblood. Much love for that. Appreciate the sub, mate. Remember, guys, always get those subs in. It does support us. Now, this is scary now, though. He's got the Hippodrome Horseman, so +2 damage on everyone. So far, like, this is interesting to map out now. Like, so far, 160 HP, 17 damage +2 armor. But these guys are at 11, and they have 131 HP. And the difference in cost is, what, 60 between? I'm pretty sure Sofa still win on the same cost. But it's a lot tighter than you'd expect because of that freebie on the +2 damage. Melee cav that attacks moving like Magadai? I think we just save that for Winged Hussars. Winged Hussars seem like the type of guys that would be able to, like, attack while riding through. I mean, in fairness, if they ever done that, it would have to be low base damage because otherwise the concept is broken. Like, you can't really have high base damage melee that attacks while moving. Melee elephants like that? Yeah, and he's giga busted. That spin on top is ridiculous. So we do have Ageofempires now in. This is kind of scary for Louis. He didn't see this coming. His archer switch is going to be really late. It's already 5 Ageofempires. This also accelerates the torch through. Look at the speed on this. Goes straight for the pit mine. He doesn't even have an archery range yet. And even if he did, these horsemen, they can't play this perfectly. It's the speed of this. 15 units, and just look how quickly the health bar goes down the pit mine. Louis, a bit scramble-brained about what he's meant to do here. He's being very careful as well, trying to be strategic about this because there is no runestone currently. But if a runestone gets dropped, the Ageofempires are going to get notably buffed. And this is a cool usage of the Hippodrome. I feel like most people just have neglected the value of the torch. It's been a Q element, but really it's just, hey, I've got a buffed up scout. This is great. But this game, Numidan is just showing you the full breadth of value you get. Both champions so far have had great relevance, and you can guarantee the third one coming soon will as well. Riddari champion just popped out, and this is huge. Movement speed buff for the spearman. Yeah, making Louis' life a lot harder to try and snipe out with these archers. Nimu, not just that. There's going to be more than one Riddari, that's for sure. He's going castle. Ooh. Oh, this is looking pretty vicious right now. I mean, Malians have looked like the kings for the last, like, 2-3 weeks easily. One of the best civs in the game. But right now, Numidon kind of showing him up. And I feel like Numu, of all the new civs, this has been the one he's been doing the most repetitions with. You know, we had some interesting games. Like, we had the B Numu one, if you guys remember, on Cliffside, where he went for this really interesting Varangian stronghold rush. It didn't work in the end, but the concepts that he's cooking with, I mean, there's some scary things to be discovered with Macedonians. In fact, if you guys remember, when I've been asked which civ I think is going to be most broken, I keep saying when all of the dust settles, Macedonians will be last standing. You know, there's some things that will get very obviously nerfed with Tuklak, even with Macedonians, I think. But even after those things are nerfed, I think Macedonians, when they've been refined, is going to be by far the scariest of the new civs. Of course, it should be, you know, angry Vikings. Tech up almost complete. It's going to be a Golden Horn Tower. Pretty cool choice here, actually, considering that Louis went so far. So it's going to give him crossbowmen for free to contest the heavy cavalry. Another interesting thought here, by the way. Because you've got the Riddari champion, he's going to increase the movement speed of infantry, which means your crossbowmen aren't going to lag behind as much as they normally would. Yeah, every little detail counts here. Silver's about to be gathered in abundancy to get tier 2 on the cavalry as well. Perfect timing with the Riddari. But there was a discovery on the flank gathering, but Numidon does get the snipe out, runs away before reinforcements arrive down there. Okay. And he's got a little bit of food left here. Still the deer. This one's exhausting, but he's got triple berry in the north. Not ideal, but at least because it's all in one area, it's a bit easy to guard. But instead, he's going for the second deer pack in the center. Who, of course, arriving in castle himself as well. Fulani, reasonably fat, but not full. I don't know what you do against this right now. There's Louis must know Riddari are coming. But what do you do against Riddari? Like, that is the big question mark for a lot of players. I think you have to wait and you have to outscale. If you feel like you've got equal economies, you can't... I don't think you can beat Riddari. Why not Donzo? You could, but you know when people say, why not spears against Mad Samurai, and then you watch Mad Samurai destroy spearmen? Yeah, Riddari are that too. Only Riddari are in a lot of ways better, because although they don't have deflective armor, they have higher base damage, they have a quicker attack speed, and they have a throwing axe mode to tickle you down first. It's pretty nuts. Marlins have better resources right now? Yes. However, is he going to run out? The tree is the big concern here. These tree lines are here, right? So I wonder if Numidon benefits from just adding in additional spears alongside the Riddari. For now, it is just going to be full heavy cap. In fairness, like, the gap isn't really that big from them. If you include the silver, which does matter here, Numidon is doing fine, and he's about to be so much better off. Romfire is only 150 silver away. That's going to give him +3 in his Riddari, which completely offsets the value of import armor. Guys, this gets kind of nuts. Like, it's actually ridiculous. With the horsemen, I think this is what makes it so good as well. I mean, this strat can be good with Grand Winery, but with the horseman giving +2 as well, plus the on fire, it means that he's going to be doing 32 damage a strike with this heavy cavalry unit at 15 minutes into the game. Not just that, we are getting the freebies coming through. Second batch of crossbowmen out in 40 seconds. They come out and freeze. Relic's also on the way home for Numidon. A dozen Donzo poking back feels good. I see where you're coming from, but legitimately I think if your Donzos can't touch, you've got a big issue. And they shouldn't really be allowed to touch. So, like, if I just go axe thrower mode and I just toss a bunch of axes at you, and I'm up at, like, 15 Riddari, I'm going to easily kill 4, 5 Gonzos, and you'll kill 1 with the throw. Because you'll end up overkilling in the throw. It definitely would have been more useful than these archers. Chase coming in. Speaking of those archers, it's now slowing him down. Louis has to turn for the commitment. Are you ready to vomit? You're gonna. Watch this fight. Archers get chowed down fast. A few axe throwers in there as well to get the coup de grace. And the full clash comes through. He can't wait any longer. Louis, he's also getting concaved here. Horsemen leaking around the flanks. More Riddari breaking through. Crossbowman arriving to assist. Numadon. Watch the night count. Watch what's about to start happening. Few Riddari going down, but these so far are struggling. North side starts to break a little bit, but the south is absolutely fine. He recommits again. Archers have been deleted. There's nowhere to retreat. There's nowhere to go. The angry horseback Vikings are out of control. It's not even close. When you do the maths on it, it can't even be close. Sofas have a worse attack speed than knights. These Riddari have a better attack speed than knights. These Riddari also have better damage than knights. I am a broken record on repeat of everything that this unit does being better than knights. Mark my words, if the patch comes and this unit has not been tuned down, then whoever is in the office is in a coma. And the janitor has just occasionally been coming through and dragging his face across the keyboard because this unit should not survive the first round of changes. Someone's got to change because these angry Vikings are absolutely out of control. They're incredible, man. And it's just going to get more snowballing now. He's got Scale Barding coming in. I think, like, feedback, one thing for me is Rom Fire should probably be, I think maybe an Imperial Tech. I mean, +3 damage is really, really high. Outside that, or actually, other thing, why is the Rom Fire giving a bonus type of damage to Varangian, but giving base damage to Riddari? Maybe just change that to be a bonus against certain unit types. Like, I don't know, give them bonus against archers or range units. And have that affect the axe thrower as well. That would be kind of intriguing. Maybe a bit broken, I don't know. But, like, it's going to be balanced from Fire currently. And then probably just bring down the movement speed. Like, I don't understand in any world why the Riddari are quicker than the Sofa. Why? Like, you know, it's kind of like when you try to balance a game around one guy is in a standard tank, the other has a hover tank. You know, it's like, well, you guys come from different times. Riddari and Age of Mythology, well, it feels like it was plucked straight out of Myth. These guys now just taking a chill pill before re-engage. Louis, we're just basically going to repeat history. Ask Devs why Hole got nerfed for buff more? I've already been asking that in my videos. Maybe they don't watch them. It's a bit sad. Pat their hands. Done. I think he's ready to end this. Cataphracts landmark is insane. I mean, I think the Cataphracts landmark can be strong, but like it kind of has to be. I think actually the Macedonians need an alternate landmark in Pure Age. The copy paste of like the landmarks in Byzantine, like they basically just create 2 landmarks that kind of do the same, but specialize you in a different role. Moss being touched down now. I think Louis just kind of going through the motions. He's now trying to go Donzos, but do you guys want to do the maths on this? Maths is fun, isn't it? Where is the Donzo? So obviously it's not vetted yet, but currently it'll throw a javelin that will do 15 damage. I think it goes up to about 20. So you need 10 Donzos to actually like to kill these guys. Oh my god. Let's say you do 20 damage on a javelin throw. They got 7 ranged armor. So let's be generous and say you do 15 damage going through armor, but you're not even doing that. Even if you were, you would need... Is that like, let's say roughly 25 Donzos to kill a Riddari every 15 seconds. And then they'll kill a lot more of you is the problem. It's just, it's not good math. I mean, my math was sketchy, but like the point that I'm getting at is that Donzos is not as simple of an answer as you think, because the javelin throws won't matter. You'll get one out and they'll axe throw to kill several of you, or they'll just A-click you. Because with this much damage, with 31 damage, why would I ever care about you doing 34 damage when your health pool is less than half of that? Going down on the ranches now. Louis, he just doesn't want to lose to this, but there's a second group of Riddari now, and this is where things get grim. Oh my dear God. 43! What? All right, you do not see that often. That is full desperation mode. Goodness gracious. And oh look, you built Donzos. Time for Bogmaffer. Remember, you won't be able to reach those Bogmaffer either because they'll get the runestone drop, and that'll give them +1 range. Just what am I looking at? Oh yeah, one out. Of course. Just your standard defense for 43 villages. One outpost. Yep. Carry on. Well, I mean, they're not being spotted. Oh, Pro Scouts is definitely dead. And just a casual raid from Spearman now? All right. Hey, man, at least these guys were found. Dude, the food is going to be gone so quickly. Why are they even here? They can't eat the cow. They can't eat the boar, rather. They can eat cow. But I guess, like, the mentality of Louis is, like, it's safer out there than it is in my own base. All right, guys. 44 Riddari. I think it's gun time. That's the sound of a Viking chainsaw. I mean, they must have chainsaws for how quickly they carve through everything. Those curved blades. Wait, did he lose? Wait. Well, hold on. He doesn't even have the champion horseman. He forgot to rebuild him. So he's missing out on +2 for each of these. That's it. Louis can do it. He's going to win the fight. Don't look at the army values. No, don't look at it. He has more armor than the Sophie. 6 armor versus 8. I think I know the outcome of this one. Louis goes in for the big mosh pit. Knew it on. He could definitely optimize by using the thrown axes, and there we go. Activates it now. Toss a few through. Just look at the erase. Oh my God. He lost 5? 5 Riddari to destroy all of that. The most powerful knight that exists in Age of Empires 4. There's no doubt about it.